How long have you been playing League?
2019. So,
Okay.
2020 actually. No, 6 years I would say.
Okay, okay. And is this like the first time that you've like, or are you trying to rank up? I guess that my question.
Yeah, I've been trying to rank up for like 3 years, but like I can never play super consistently because I have school. But like when I'm on break, I always just grind the game.
Okay, okay. So I already watched the game that you said that you played
Okay.
today, and
Yep.
some of the things that we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about your usage of your abilities. We're
Okay.
going to talk about your tempo, and we're going to talk about your smite usage, and also I don't know why you didn't buy red trinket. You like kept your
Yeah.
yellow
I
trinket like the
I
whole
was
game.
Yeah, I literally just forget. I usually what I want to do is do a rap reward and then back and get red trinket after first clear.
Yeah.
But like I never do it. I just forget. It's terrible.
Okay,
That's like
fair. No, just fair, fair. Sometimes we forget, but here I'm gonna start streaming my screen,
Yep.
and we will get started. How long have you been playing Graves, and how long have you been playing Jungle?
Jungle 1 season, I think, but Graves like actually I think no wait. I played Jungle as my like I played all the roles. So like I played Jungle and all the roles maybe like on and off like 3 years ago. But like this is my first main season as Jungle, I think.
Okay,
And then
okay.
yeah, Graves. Actually no, I played Kane. I honestly don't remember. I think I played a Jungle a decent amount though.
Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is
Hmm?
you're stealing this red. Cool, that's perfectly fine. You can do this when you feel like you can, and I would say this is a good place to do it. But if we're going to steal something from the enemy, at least in the beginning of the game, if we're gonna steal this red, we might as well steal the Krugs and the Raptors as well. We want to steal those because Briar's going to take the same amount of time taking this as you're taking this. Yeah, so like no matter how long she takes over here, she's going to see that you took everything, and you're just going to become more ahead, because then you can just go into your top side, get your scuttle up here, recall, and then go to your bot side, and then you basically got a whole side of the jungle for free, basically.
Yep.
And this will bring her behind. And in this game,
Oh,
you stole the red, and then you went to the top side. Or you went to top lane.
like this I don't know, like I used to do that, but like I don't know if it was just like the way I was doing it or something. But whenever I did that, I felt like I would lose so much tempo. Like there was like bot lane ganks, I would look and I was like at my wolf, like, and that's pretty much where I would be at Krugs. And like I would see a great bot lane gank that I could have done. Like I don't know, I used to do that whole clear, but like I don't know, I've been recently just doing red max, but I don't know. I think I'll try it your way again.
I think it's so generally it's better to take everything because again she won't be coming to this top side until you finish her top side anyways.
Yeah.
And so what is your like definition of like tempo, and like what do you think tempo is?
Like for example, if like the enemy Briar is on like camp 3 and I'm on camp 4, like I'm ahead in tempo.
Okay.
And yeah, like that, as well as like for example like defensive tempo, like if I kill like the enemy Warwick or something, then I've shown topside, so now I might need to back and like defend my bot side or something. Like yeah, I don't know, it's kind of vague, but I don't think I have that good of an understanding, to be honest.
I mean, that was pretty good. I would say that's a pretty good or at least a pretty good example of it. So tempo kind of just generally is how fast you clear your jungle, and
Yep.
you basically gain tempo when you're clearing your camps, and you lose tempo when you do ganks and go for objectives. That's when we lose tempo, because the jungler can do anything else while you're doing the other thing, and or they can like match you or whatever. You were talking about how you would be on wolves and you feel like you missed a gank opportunity on bot because you took this longer clear. That's not generally when I say this, that's not your problem. That is bot side's problem.
I see. Okay.
And in this game, you do support your teammates a lot, and I see that you do that. And sometimes when you do support them, I feel like you're doing too much, because in order to like rank up, you need to be greedy because you want
Greedy,
to basically be the person that leads to the victory. That's what you want to do.
Okay.
There were some moments where I'm like, all right, cool, you helped your Vayne push while she was low, and that like that's okay. You can do stuff like that. Just obviously you need to recognize that you're showing on the map, you're you're basically losing some tempo, and yeah. So when you're going to steal like a buff or steal something from the top side or bot side of the jungle, generally take everything because it's just better tempo. It's literally better tempo. I would say it would have been better for this gank as well because you would have been level 3 and this wave would have been pushed up even further because you could already see that it's pushing into him.
Yeah, I think this was a bit right. If I took like even Krugs and went there, but like yeah.
But yeah, if you literally just took all the top side, this top wave would have been pushed in more and you probably would have gotten a better gank, and this gank is really good still, and you took his flash from it. I don't think I have any problems with how you ganked him. I think you used your abilities right, and I feel like you got the flash that you needed. Like, cool. And now we can just go bot side or you go top side and you clear all your top side. And you're very gank heavy, which is like crazy because when I think about Graves is a farmer, and the way Graves is strong is the items that he gets.
Which I think is good because like I can learn more from a bad performance.
It sucks that you didn't finish that. And I mean, you probably could have waited a little bit longer, but who knows what would have happened. I think, you know, dropping the Raptors for the kill was okay. I think that's okay. And then pushing the wave to help her is fine as well. I don't think that's a problem. That was fine. I felt like that was fine. There was a moment where you like pushed top lane and I felt like you were losing tempo. And it didn't matter because there was a cannon wave that was coming. And
I don't think about that stuff enough, yeah.
Yeah, when a cannon wave is coming into a tower, it's going to like basically take 10 tower shots before all the other minions die. And the Veigar was able to like make it in time for like everything. But we'll talk about that when we get there. I don't think there was any gropes like I had with the early game. This gank was good. I liked how you waited a little bit for them to step up even further, and then you went for it. And then there was this one little micro movement I felt like was a little bit worse. Is maybe you could have gotten this Zyra's flash. You walked up towards her, and I felt like you could have just stayed right here. Just stay right here because she wants to run this way. She wants to run this way. But as you're walking towards her, it's giving her more time to walk backwards, basically.
I see.
So we just stay there, and then it will be even better. But walking towards her...
I woke up a lot. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So just not walking up for that might have been a little bit better, and you might have gotten her flash. She probably wouldn't have died, but you would have definitely got her flash.
Yeah, I could definitely gotten the flash.
Took a nice back, and I also figured that in this game, you really didn't take a lot of objectives. You went for a lot of ganks. Yeah, that's where I felt like you were losing, like you were in your losing battle because you were ganking so. Yeah. Because you were ganking so much, Briar got a lot more objectives. She even got these grubs while you're ganking the mid lane. You were going to go for this gank in the mid lane, and they already spotted you, but you still got the gank, which was crazy, and you also kill him, which was nice. I don't think you needed to flash there.
I think I misplayed it with I missed my Q.
Yeah, I think you did miss your Q. He also autoed a minion.
Yeah, but this was just badly played. But
yeah, you didn't need a flash there. Vayne was already ready for the kill, and whatever. We used our flash. That's just how it is. You also helped her push the wave. Good. That's okay. As I'm saying, we're doing all of this, but we're losing our tempo, and objectives are very important in League of Legends. We need to start taking objectives and realizing when we should do something about it. Like, when we're in this top side, maybe just walking a little bit closer to the grubs just to see what's going on here, and then going for the gank would have helped. But
I agree.
We should really try to mostly focus on the objectives. Helping this is, you know, you can help this. You can help this Vayne, but this wave is automatically going to push into her. She's going to clear the minions, and she's going to probably take a terrible back. And that's what's just going to have to happen. We should either match what she's doing, which is taking an objective, or cross-map it with the dragon. But obviously we didn't know about it, and I want to take a little stop about this pink ward. You you pass this pink ward like 5 times in this game.
Yeah, I do not clear vision. I don't know why.
You don't spot it this time, but the next time we go over here, you spot it and then you just walk straight past it.
Yeah,
and
I don't know why. Clearing vision, I just never do it. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do that from now on.
You really should, cause
yeah,
just them knowing where you are actually cause you to die.
Really
it actually caused you to die at one point, and you'll see exactly where. At a point, you'll see where. And this was a point where I felt like you probably shouldn't have went for this gank. And if we just look at the vision, that you had, and when we talk about ganks, if we want to go for a gank, again, we're losing tempo if we do this. So we want to make sure that the gank is successful in some way. And the gank that you took wasn't successful because you died, and I mean, you got a kill. The Ezreal got a kill, but you died and you lost even more tempo because you're dead and you can't clear your jungle, and you also don't even get the scuttle anymore.
Yeah, can we look at why they started backing off? Because they started like backing off right now.
There was no reason. I think they just needed to recall. They pushed the wave in and they just needed to recall, and I think Morgana also stepped up, but like they just needed to recall here. I don't think there was like a basic reason on why they backed off.
Oh, okay.
But now they're like they're so close to their tower, this gank will never work.
Yeah,
you have 0 CC. You have 0 CC. This will never work. So we should just back off. This is the thing. If we don't go for this gank, they're going to either stay in this lane or just recall. If they recall, we take the scuttle, this wave will be pushed up, and we take drag for free. So there's just like better decisions if we go for some things. Like this is why tempo is so important. Is because if we go for something, it needs to be successful. If it's not successful, then we're gonna lose more. But yep, you die here, and then I think they might they take the drag because of it. And now you can't do anything.
I kept on losing so many objectives this game.
Yeah. And this is where I would say that you did not need to be up in this top lane. This is a cannon wave, and Veigar has home guard. He's going to be coming here. He might lose the cannon, but he won't be losing this wave. He'll get this whole wave, and you held it for him, and you basically stood here for like 20 seconds just trying to help the wave not push in. Then we go back to farming, which is fine, because you should be farming as a jungler. That's like the biggest thing we want to do. Oh, again, you're pushing the wave for Vayne. Again, cannon wave. Don't need to be here. Cannon wave's gonna push in. Vayne's coming back already. This cannon wave's gonna crash. It's fine because the cannon is going to take a while to die. I mean, you left the cannon for her, but she would have gone that whole wave in the first place anyways. And then we go back to farming. So it's just a lot of moments where you're just like you're using up your tempo that you could have used either later or better, but we don't really need to support the we don't need to support the lanes as much. This is where you finally spot this ward and you did nothing about it, and then you just went for the gank here. And I mean, this gank isn't bad. I don't know if you actually get this gank. I think you actually just go for the because Teemo backs off because he actually saw it, and then you just went for this. But now this is why this ward got you killed.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
They knew exactly where you were and where you were heading.
Oh, and they all came. Oh,
yep. This is where Warwick, where Briar, and when Teemo all just collapsed on you. And that's what got you killed.
He baited me. Oh,
yeah, he did bait you into this. And then he just kills you. I think you shouldn't have flash, but it's fine.
I should have. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay, I didn't understand what happened there. I kind of get it now.
And then again, I mean, okay, this was fine. I think this was a fine to go for this wave because no one was going to get this wave, so you just took the wave, which is okay. Taking the next one, I think was, again, you don't need to be here anymore. It's a cannon wave. Someone's going to lose gold, and it's going to be the Veigar's problem. This is the thing, Veigar has TP as well. She'll probably just TP back to lane and get this cannon anyways. We don't need to be here. We need to continue farming our jungle because that's where our gold is. That's where we need to get our gold, and that's how we get ahead. Now we're going to head to farming again, which is okay. Go for the mid gank again. Oh my lord. Like, it's a constant gank you're doing, but it's fine. I mean, You're getting some
I
pretty
want
good
Vayne
ganks.
to get ahead. Like I really like, cause she's like Vayne's like snowballs so hard, and
She
and
does.
I hate fed Teemos, so I just really wanted to get this guy out of the game.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
still gets fed though.
Yeah, he still gets fed. As I said before, worry about yourself. Yes, you want this Vayne to get ahead. You want you want this Vayne to snowball, but your Graves, you also want to snowball.
Yeah,
your
that's true.
late game is like
Yeah, it's
fucking
pretty intense.
amazing. Your late game's
Yeah,
amazing when you have items.
Yep.
And I mean, you should just be greedy as possible in getting for kills. And then you ulted, and then you absolutely just missed, and it
That's
caused the
just
Vayne
so
to die. But whatever, he gets, yeah.
I can't believe I missed that ulti. That's crazy.
One thing, about when someone is taking an objective like Dragon, and we already talked about this a little bit. If someone's taking an objective, you should either try to match it, and you try to match it here, but you died, or we should just make a even safer play and just go cross map.
Go to the other side.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because it's like
makes sense.
we'll just clear this, we'll back, and then we'll head up here. And at this point in time, you know that this Briar
Bot
is
side.
probably
Yeah.
is bot side. So
Yeah, I should be taking
let's
Herald.
just go Herald. We see our
Yep.
top side is pushed in. Obviously our mid laner is pushed in, but we have our top side. If something does happen, we can always have Viger to support us. And there's the
Oh my God, I
ward
walked over it
again.
again.
There's
That's
the ward
crazy.
again.
Yeah, he
Though-
saw me.
yeah, and I mean, I think you kill him. Yeah, you guys do kill him. And then you head towards your bot side. I'm so surprised you didn't take that dragon either. Let's say you didn't go for that gank, you would have gotten Herald, you would have went towards bot side, and you probably would have gotten your dragon as well.
Yep.
I think you do get this dragon, because... Actually, no, they steal it! They steal it, I remember this.
Yeah. The Caitlyn stole it.
And
this is so tilted.
this is where we're going to talk about your smite
I
usage.
smited like the Krug or something. I don't
You
even know what
smited
I
your
used.
red. You smited your red.
But
But so when we're heading towards, so when we have this this I don't know what this smite's called, the second form of it. When we have this second form of smite, we want to keep one of these up at all times. Don't use it for any of your camps. Literally, don't use it for any of your camps anymore. It is no use. You're clearing camps extremely fast already. There's no point in using it. So let's just keep them up. We can even keep two at a time, so we can do one for a fight, and we can also do one for like a dragon or an objective, you know?
Okay, that makes sense.
So don't use your smites anymore on the jungle creeps. It's like it's no use. You're taking these. You're saving like what, 2-3 seconds doing it,
yeah, it's like
and
nothing,
you basically lost the dragon because of this freaking
that's
smite
really
that you did. And then you do more of these smites where you're smiting cannon minions, you're smiting the jungle monsters, and there's no reason to do it anymore. It's because you can use this ability for so much more, and you can gain so much more with it, because it gives you a slow, it gives you that damage.
I think I just like kind of spam it, but yeah, I'm gonna think about it a lot more. I'm just gonna always have them up. I think that's a good rule.
Yep, that's a good rule. A good rule is to keep one up at all times. And then they take the dragon because you don't have your smite. And at this point in time, you're chasing way too much. You're probably tilted. This is why you're chasing. You're probably tilted as hell that you just got your dragon stolen from you. But now you're chasing way too hard. You don't know where the Teemo is. You don't know where the Briar is. You don't know where anyone else is except the Caitlyn and the Zyra. And you're chasing so hard. Yeah, and you got yourself killed because of it.
Yeah, and I fucking died to her. Yeah, this was so int.
We now have the Drags form, like the dragon that we're going to be getting the whole game, which is the Hextech Drake. And we have these portals. And you do not use them at all. You use it like twice. But you don't use it to go clear.
I autopilot. I literally just like start walking and looking at lanes and I just don't even think. Yeah, I need to like think about the game more. Like
yeah, you need to start paying attention. Start paying attention to these small little details that could actually help a lot. Because you're going to this direction anyways, and you could have just taken the portal here, and it would have saved like 5 to 10 seconds if you just, you know, did that. And I don't. Again, we're smiting the cannon. We're smiting the cannon for like literally no reason. It saves us like literally a second or two. And I would say this pushing this mid wave is okay. Whatever, you push the mid wave, and then I think you get the tower because of it. Usually we want to farm our jungle, but this is okay. This is one instance where it's okay because we know Briar's top, and we can do other things on the map, which is taking a tower. I forgot what you do after this. Oh, you go for the gank bot again, which is a good gank. I don't remember exactly what happens here. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna slow this down. That W usage was really interesting to me. We just wanna W her, like just put it straight onto her, because she has no escapes except her E, and if she uses that, she's basically dead anyways, you know.
That's true, yeah.
Because that's her get out of jail free card, and if she doesn't have it, she's done for. And then you did something that was, I thought, weird, which was this ult. I was
trying to get out of the circle, but it was so stupid. Like,
why did you use your E though? Like, you have your E up.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah.
You had your E up, and you just use your ult, and you still got caught. I mean, you still killed her.
Knocked up. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, you still killed her.
Thankfully, it didn't matter, but that was definitely a mistake.
But I also have another thing that I want to talk about in this fight is realizing when we can switch targets. So we can tell that once we get this Caitlyn to this amount of HP, we can switch. We can switch here because this Ezreal is going to kill her. And then you can switch to here, or you could just start walking back this way.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Because I mean, we could definitely still kill her in this. We're lethal range already, but and then she E's backwards. Now we can just walk away from this Caitlyn. This Ezreal will take her out, and you can just walk over here, and then this cuts her off.
To Zyra.
And she might not have gotten her ult out, and it could. I mean, it's okay. You still killed both of them. But maybe a better decision would have been switching targets and then moving a little bit better in that fight. So there's a reason why I say we want to get red trinket. One reason is obviously you're a jungler. You want to clear vision while you're doing some things, and while you're walking around. But also we got a Teemo on this enemy team.
I definitely should've.
Nobody on our team has a freaking sweeper.
I finally remembered right at the end, but
you did.
Game I was like, I'm gonna get sweepers, but like I never got it. It's actually insane.
Like, and this is the thing about Teemo. Not only does he get damage for these mushrooms, he also gets free vision. This is like so good for Teemo because he gets free vision with these shrooms.
The free vision is actually insane. Like, I don't know how that's in the game. That shit is bomb.
I mean, it's countered by sweeper and red trinkets. It's countered by a lot of things. Okay. This is when we need to realize that this Vayne is done for. She's done for. You start walking towards this and you're trying to support her even more, but we can see that this 2v2 is a loss. And we want to make sure that when we're looking at a fight, when we're looking at a play, look at how many people are around, which is you and the Vayne and the Briar and the Teemo, and then just look at the HP bars of you and your teammate. If anyone is lower than the enemy, this is a lost fight, and you just leave because now you both die. And that's what happens. You try to like save her, and then you just die, and then you use this flash, and then now you're down a flash again, and you walk into a shroom. But it's okay. It's all about getting better. And again, you don't use the portal. You're walking there again. And then you come top side. Don't need to be here. Dragon's coming up. We have to be bot. We have to be bot side at this point.
I shouldn't have showed there.
Yeah, we need to be bot side right now. Oh yeah, you went for the Briar here. Okay. This Briar. So do you know how Briar works, or do you know your matchups really well?
I know Briar's a very bad matchup, but like. Yeah, I know she's pretty bad.
This play would have been good if we just realized where are our teammates and are they backing us up. And in this still frame, we know that Ezreal will not be backing us up. We know Morgana will not be backing us up, and we know Veigar will not be backing us up here. So we are going into a straight 1v1 with a Briar, and we will no matter what lose this every single time because it's a fucking Briar. And one other thing is, if you do not see the enemy at all, just Okay, well first, while we're walking to this play, we already know that Teemo's here. We already know that Zyra's, or actually Teemo's dead, but we know that Zyra's here. We know that Briar's here. And later on, if we keep checking our map, we know that Caitlyn is here. And when we don't see them anymore, it's like you just lost them. It feels like you just now they don't exist for you.
Yeah.
They don't exist at all. But we need to keep a mental map.
Yep.
We need to keep a mental map on where people are and when we should be going for things. And this is a point where we know that 3 people are bot side. And we know that Ezreal's coming. And we know that Morgana's here already. And we know that Vigar's coming. And we also know that Warwick was coming to this fight as well. If we back up, we saw that Warwick is actually coming down. So this would be a 4v4 down here. When we're going for this Briar, we know that there's 3 people bot. And we know that, again, we have nobody supporting us here. And if you die, this dragon is theirs. And that's what happens. You die because you didn't know that Caitlyn was here, and also Briar killed you. But now this dragon is free for them. It is completely free. I have no idea why you're going top here.
Yeah, this is like really, really weird.
I don't know why you went topside here. You just let this tower drop. It is 23 minutes into the game. These towers are useless. All these towers are doing now, these outer turrets that are still up, if they're up, all they're doing is dragging more of your team to come defend and making them waste their time. So we just don't care about these anymore. After like 15, 16, 17 minutes, these towers are worthless. We don't care about them. This Teemo will get 300 gold and his team gets 50 gold each.
Okay.
And yes, this gets him ahead, but we can just get our 300 gold from the thing that we do want to do, which is take our camps. And then once we take our camps, we can do a play afterwards. And this will be like, what, like 250 gold. And like basically he doesn't win basically anything here. But like you go here and then it's like, why are we here? Why are we here?
Yeah, this was really troll. Like as soon as I got here, I was like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, you do not need to be here at all. And then you smite. Did you smite? Yeah, you smited you smited the cannon, and I'm like, don't use your smite for simple things like cannons. It's no use anymore. You know what you could have smited? You could have smited this Teemo. Obviously you don't die here. I know you don't die. But you do not need to smite the cannons anymore, or any like jungle monsters. And then the Zyra's dead. She won't get away. You had your second smite, but now we're down a smite, and this could have been a good opportunity to actually go for Baron. But now we don't have a smite, and now we can't do it, and that's what sucks. If we had our smite, we would have had this Baron, and we would have probably ended the game even sooner. But
that's just a really bad habit. I'm gonna stop doing that.
So again, when we have the third version, this is the final version of Smite. When we have this final version of Smite, do not use it on cannons. Do not use it on minions. Use it only for champions and for Baron or like objectives. That's the only reason you should ever be using Smite anymore. There's no reason to use it on anything else because it wastes your time, or like you use that ability that can help you do other things like take objectives, like chasing down a kill. And then you actually push this wave, and then oopsies. Okay. You push this wave in, and you help your team get this tower, which is awesome. I don't have a problem with this. The only problem I did have was what you did afterwards, and I know the reason why you did this. And it was because you wanted to get your IE, and if you stayed for another minion wave, you would have gotten your IE. But a safer option, whenever we're done doing something like this, a safer option, just even looking at their team, they have 0 dashes. There's no dashes like possible for their team. And if we stay in lane, they're going to chase us down because there's a Teemo that is able to just basically chase you down every time. And that's what happens, you get chased down here. But a safer option is to just go for these Krugs. These Krugs are free. forever free, and then if you take these Krugs and Teemo shows up, oh, I hop over this wall, take the teleport, I'm out. You're out. You're already out. But you stayed in lane, you took the wave, and then you died. Because you got long chase, because it's a Teemo, and Teemo can just chase you down like a rabid dog.
Yeah. Oh man, that was very tilting. I should have done those Krugs.
Yep. And I think we actually secure this. Oh, there was something that I wanted to talk about in this Baron. And the way you moved at the end of this Baron is the reason you died, and obviously your team still won this fight, but it's because they're carrying you. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But
this game was like, oh man.
So I talked about this in another video. It was a Tristana video, and about our micro movements and about where do we want to kite. The safest direction we want to kite is always towards our teammates, because if we go away from them, they will now be cut off and they can't support us no more. So if we kite towards our teammates, we always have an option for these three to always support us. But when we're going away from them, it's always, you're on your own now. You're basically on your own. And also, when we're doing this Baron, we should just put into our mind that we want to finish this, and then we just want to get out. And you took a little, you start taking these micro steps back, and your team is already committed to this. You take an E back, and now you're super far from this Baron. And
why did I do that? What the hell?
Exactly. Why did you do that? It was like,
I'm so confused. What the hell was that? I don't remember doing that. I actually don't know.
Well, now you know that you did it. It was very, very bad. We just want to take this out, and since we're kiting into the opposite direction, we can't support our teammates. We got knocked up by the Zyro, we got hit by a Teemo Shroom, and now we are just dead. And then we flashed away, and now we're just dead without flash. And it was just like, it was just bad. It was just bad. That's all I could say.
I literally walked a mile away. She could have stolen. Oh, that was so bad.
Yes, she could have stolen it, but you're very lucky. You are very lucky that she did not steal it. I talked about this before, and about Baron and how we use Baron. Obviously, you don't have Baron, but Ezreal has Baron. We can play as safe as possible with Baron. Baron. The whole purpose of Baron is to suffocate the enemy on all three waves and basically take everything, because they can't defend everything. They can't defend all of this. And if we have 2 people here, they have to send 3 people here, because they can't defend against all these minions, all these Baron buff minions. The minions will do all the pushing for us. We do not have to worry about it. And then also is your realization that your E ability is your get out of jail free card. If you use this, you need to make sure that you know that you can either get out or you use it right, because you use this E while you were taking this tower, and it does nothing for you. You get 1 extra auto because you use this E. It gets you killed. It gets you killed because you're so far up, and now you're just dead. You're just dead. You got rid of your escape tool, and now you're just dead. So let's use our E more sparingly when we're taking stuff, and think about it as a get out of jail free card. We also don't have flash anymore, so we want to play extra safe. And then there was this. I don't know what was going through your mind and about this matchup between you versus Caitlyn. All I gotta say is you are late game Graves. That Caitlyn is dead. That is no question.
She should have been dead.
She should have been dead here, and she got away because you took this, you like took this E going backwards, and I'm like, this should be, this should always be an E going forwards. This should always be an E going forwards, because this Caitlyn is disrespecting you and your range, and she's going to die here because she's not respecting you. But since you backed off, she gets away.
Get the net. I thought she was gonna net me, so I was like, let me just bait her, but then. Oh yeah, she actually doesn't die here.
Nope, she does not.
Okay, that's actually.
And you definitely could have killed her here. You definitely could have killed her here.
I thought the Dark Harvest would have taken care of her, but no.
But we do not need to back here. And the reason why I say that is we have a Vigar and an Ezreal. They're both very fed.
Oh yeah.
They're both
Yeah,
very, very fed with a bunch of items. They will take care of this. You do not have to worry about this. You can continue pushing. You can just continue pushing. There's no reason to back off here. We can take an extra wave and then we could back. I don't know if there was a reason. I guess you have 1,000 gold, but you could have just stayed a little bit longer, took an extra wave, and then maybe that would have gotten you Bloodthirster. I have no clue. But you took the back, these guys overstayed, and then you got a free kill. Cool, cool, cool. Forgot what happened here. I think you do take this. This was a good play from you. You stole this. I have one, like, grope about this, is that this is not, this could be a losing, like a losing moment of the game. This could get you guys to lose. If you go for this steal and you get it, it's, you know, you got the steal, cool. But if someone plays wrong here, you die, this Ezreal dies, this guy dies, and then our Morgana is alive, will be alive in whatever, and then our Vayne will be alive, and then the game's basically over. They take Baron, they push down mid wave, they win. So when we're in late game, we want to realize what's game winning and what's not. This is not game winning. This is like, they take this drag, they still have one more drag to go for their soul. We don't really care too much about this. I mean, you played with your teammates, which is okay, but we don't know where Teemo is, and Teemo is here. And this is a 3v3. Yeah, this is a 3v3, which is okay, whatever. I mean, even a better play. Like, this could have been a better play where you just ping this Baron like crazy. You just ping this. Because they take this, they can't do nothing. You guys take this Baron really fast because you have a Vayne, you have an Ezreal, you have your Graves. Like, you guys take this Baron extremely quickly.
Yeah, we take
and then there's nothing they can do about it. Now you have a better buff, and they just got a drag, and that's it. That's all they got, and that's okay. That is okay. So it's all about min-maxing what we can do. And a better decision could have been, I mean, you got the steal. Good on that. What you did afterwards was, I don't know what shows you to do this.
Yeah, I should have just R'd over the wall, like backwards over the wall.
I mean, I would say, you still got this Briar, and this is when the fight kind of turned. I mean, this turned really good out. This turned out really good for you. We need to talk about targeting. We need to really talk about targeting. And the person that we want to target is the one who does the most damage. And obviously, whoever's closer to us. But usually it's the one who does the most damage. And you know who does the most damage? It's Caitlyn. So, and obviously, we 3-shot her. We're a goddamn late game Graves. We want to take care of this stupid ADC that's stepping up to our range. Our deadly range. And I don't know what chose you to do this, but you start targeting the Warwick, and then you flash over here, and then you get killed by all of them, or you get killed by them.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. So you target.
Oh yeah.
And then you flash over here, and it was like, I don't know what you were doing, but
I just get panicked and like when there's like 4 people on my screen, I literally just panic and start doing bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
well,
I need to like work on these.
You need to start not panicking. Just realize who you need to target, why do you need to target them, and what's a good position for you. Again, as I said, a good position is always kiting back towards your teammates. You see, this like Ezreal is over the wall.
She's dead on my screen. I can Q her. She's right next to a wall.
She's dead.
Auto. She's dead.
Yeah.
She's dead. Yeah.
She's dead, and then immediately you should just back off here, go towards this wall, because that's where the Ezreal is. Ezreal's gonna hop over this wall, but it doesn't matter. Ezreal's down here. You go over here. This Teemo can't do anything to you, and then this Warwick is dead, and then this Teemo's dead because we have our Vigard here.
would have been reset too from the auto attack probably, so I probably could just eat over the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, like, this is just so badly played. Yeah.
And I mean, that comes with playtime, that comes with realizing what's good targeting. So when we're playing, let's just think about more about who we want to target, why do we want to target them, and I mean, that's why that play wasn't the greatest. You got the drag, it was a 3-4-3. It was aight. It could have been better though, you know? It could have been better.
It would have been really good, but it was just okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was okay though. So again, it's all about the min-maxing. All about trying to get the best scenario or best outcome out of everything. I mean, it's your team not using Baron buff correctly, but it's also you can make your Baron buff more useful than them just by being in another lane than them. If you see, I know you want to back up your Ezreal and you want to back up your Morgana, but for the most part, Ezreal should always get away from a fight because he has his E and he's also got Flash and Barrier. But like, let's not talk about Flash and Barrier. Let's just talk about what Ezreal has. Ezreal has his E and he should always get away from a fight. And if he doesn't, he's the idiot. And if we take the initiative to just push mid, now they have to worry about this, and maybe they will not come bot lane to take care of Ezreal. They'll just come to you, and you just play safe. And again, this is why Baron is so powerful. We suffocate them through 3 lanes, they will drop stuff. There's no way they can defend against this. It's almost impossible to defend against Baron buff with all 3 waves pushing in. And again, it would be better if we just take the initiative of just pushing mid and then leaving them to their own quarrels, you know? And I mean, we still win the game off of this, but would have been better would have if you went towards that direction. That W usage was whatever, you were probably panicking and whatever. And you died because of it. But you guys still win the game, I think, after the next play. Like, you see how if you just pushed this mid wave and Vigar stayed top, Vigar could have pushed into their enemy turrets. You would have been on their inhib. Maybe Ezreal and Morgana die here, but guess what? The game's going to be ending if they don't come to you. Done. It's done for. So just take the initiative to either be an alone laner where you're just going to be pushing mid alone and you're just going to take that while Ezreal and Morgana take bot. But just take the initiative. Use your Baron more wisely than your teammates, because you obviously can't control them. You can control what you do, though. You can control what you do. That's all I have. Do you have any questions?
Panicking less. Just one question. So, like, I've had different, like for example, like, say I'm like topside and like kill like the enemy top laner or something, and like I show topside. You like go for more of like a defensive tempo play where you back and like you defend your camps, you defend the stuff on the other side of the map because you know the enemy jungler is going to be like wanting to take the stuff on the other side, or do you just accelerate your lead on the side of the map you're on?
So this goes into like the different types of the different type of map split we have. So and it also is all dependent on the game as well. So in this game, when you did that top play, obviously the better decision would have to take all of their top side and then moving on to your top side. And then that's when we split the map horizontally, which is different. It's different when we split the map horizontally. And when so this is like when we're talking about when you could, like, let's say that you took your top side, right? You took your top side, you ganked top, you got a kill, and then Briar could have like headed to your bot, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, or done drag or something, but like grubs are up or something. Like, should I take the grub or
so if she's going for an objective, you trade objectives. And then after you're done with this objective, just put it into your mind that Briar is probably still bot side. Just take all of this. Just take it. We're splitting. We're gonna be splitting the map this way now. It's I see. It's like if the other jungler is smart. So this is the thing. If the jungler is smart and she does go for your things, you can be smarter and match her basically. But if the jungler is dumb and doesn't take your bot camps here and then goes to top side, you're going to be here with her. And you know what that means? You back off your recall. And now you have your bot camps. And then it's okay. You know? It's okay. So we can still go for that. We can still take our top side, do the top gank. If Briar shows up while we're trying to clear one of her camps, we back off and then we go to our bot side because we know that she didn't clear it.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So just take the chance, and then if it doesn't work out, back off, recall, and then do that, you know?
Okay.
Easy peasy.
So like main takeaways for me at least were like I was just like getting to see like how much I like panic and like do bullshit in fights. I think just fixing that will be a lot. And then
I would say work on your team fights.
Yeah, the fact that wasting Smite had such an effect in this like one game, like I didn't realize those small things really mattered.
Oh, yes, it
Like,
does.
yeah. So couple, I think, yeah, those are the two main things I'll work on. But there's a couple other things.
Is there anything else that you
I
really have a
think,
question about?
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Okay. I appreciate you giving me this
Yep.
opportunity to help you
I
and
appreciate
also
you helping me
VOD
out, man.
review you. Obviously, in like a week or two, if you want another VOD review, I will be super down for it.
Yeah, that would be
Just
awesome.
message me
I'll
on
try and
Discord,
yeah.
and we'll talk about any of other mistakes that you make, and also how you improved. And
Sounds good.
I will just give you I'll just give you a rundown on what I think you should work on. You need to work on not wasting your E. You need to work on clearing vision. You need to work on not using your smite. And you need
Yep.
to work on your team fighting. Those are the 4 things
Okay.
I feel like you need to work on. In the next few games, pay attention to those 4 things, and I feel like you'll do a lot better. Just try
Yep.
to drill that into your head. Don't worry about anything else. Just pay attention to those 4 concepts, and then we'll see where that goes, you know?
Okay. Wait, so it was vision, team fighting, and what were the other two?
Vision, team fighting, E usage, so your dash. That is your get out of jail free card. If you use it, you need to make sure that you're either safe, you used it safely, or you have a way out without it. Basically, you need to make sure that you're not gonna die because you used it.